All right, so it's very easy to blame outside forces for your shortcomings. Since birth, we have always been told to put the power everywhere but inside of us. You know what I'm saying? You put it in the sky, you put it on the TV, you put it in everything just outside of you, no matter where it might be. You're giving your power to an external okay. So since birth, we've been taught to give our power to external sources. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be God, the ancestors, the spirit, family, friends, whatever. We're just always giving our power away. We don't take account of, and because we've been taught to give our power away, we don't believe that we have the power to do anything. So when things happen in our life, we think it's just some random occurrence. Like somebody just rolled the pause. Like like somebody just rolled the dice. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where we happen to land on the board because we don't realize that we're the one controlling our life. You know what I'm saying? But this is why when we're trying to get shit shaken, when you're trying to manifest something, you have such a hard time and you feel so powerless because you don't realize that you have the power, or it has been taken from you, or you have been putting it in other places. One of the ways for you to take it back is through accountability. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what the fuck is going on in your life right now, you have to take accountability for the role that you play in the situation. Now, the person, places, and things, the three P's, those things do affect us all throughout our life. You know what I'm saying? You are a product of your environment, you know, but knowing that is the key. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that is the key to you reversing that. Your mom's house can program you to have certain negative behaviors. But at some point, you have to take control of your life and begin to heal from these things because they still affect you subconsciously. They're the things that you put to the back of your mind, somewhere way back here. You know what I'm saying? And that's where your actions are, in the things that you put in the back of your mind. So when you're learning how to drive, it's in the front of your mind. You like 10 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got to look over my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? But by the time you in year 2, year 3 of driving, you all like this with it. You all like, you know what I'm saying? You all back there with it. You know what I'm saying? You got your lean on because it's in the back of your mind. So now it's just in your actions. So all the things from the three P's are in the back of your mind and coming out in your actions. So yes, if you've been in many traumatic, actually it only takes like one. You could have been in one traumatic situation, and that is a valid excuse for not being where you want to be or for having a messed up life. But again, that is you putting the power on that situation. That situation has all the power. That person has all the power. That place has all the power. You know what I'm saying? You recognize and accept what happened and the effect that it has on you. And then from there, you take your power back by starting to say, okay, let me use myself as an example. Okay, maybe it's not life teaching me a lesson because that's what we would say is the spirit. Maybe it's not some external source, or the universe. That's what we could say is like the God or whatever. Because, we like to be like, damn, what is the universe doing this? Or damn, why is this happening? Damn, why is that happening? Maybe it's actually me. You know what I'm saying? But why am I causing myself to give myself a destructive life or destructive reality? Where is that coming from? You know what I'm saying? And you got to keep asking yourself these questions until you get the answer. You got to be open to the answer first. The answer might come with a lot of pain. It might come with a lot of stuff that you don't necessarily want to relive. But that is where you jump from being in an apartment to being in your ideal house. You know what I'm saying? That is where you jump from having the life you don't want to the life that you do want. You know what I'm saying? Just try to use an example of stepping up. You can apply that to whatever's going on in your life or whatever goals you may want to hit. But I think about things that just program me into negative behavior. I was one of those people with pocket watching parents. You know what I'm saying? So even though I'm buying things for myself, and I'm not even spoiling myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, shit, I'll cop a couple sneakers. I'll cop like a couple $100 on clothes. Maybe I'll do that once every season. You know what I'm saying? Most people my age is buying sneakers every week You know, they buying new shit every week. They going out and stuff as they should because they're young. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? You buy sneakers, you go out, you have fun. That's ideally, if I was a parent, that's the type of life I would want to help, you know, my kid have. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't put responsibility and shit on them, but, you know, have fun. I had the pocket watching parents. You know what I'm saying? I used to have to order shit and send it to my school, send it to a friend's house or something, because it's like niggas would be on some gangster shit like, oh, you got money for sweaters. Oh, okay. I see. And it's like, so you must have some money for me. And it's like, oh shit. Am I walking down the wrong street or something? The niggas catch me slipping, like, the fuck is going on? You know, I was dealing with a lot of that, you know. Niggas is like, oh shit, so you got money for new shoes. You know what I'm saying? That's the last time I'll ever help you with this. And, you know, ain't nothing wrong with that all the time. Like I said, you know, ain't nothing wrong with teaching responsibilities. But just keeping myself as an example, after a while of dealing with that pocket watching, after a while you get tired of even sending your shit to the school. You just be like, damn, I guess I just don't even want no new shit. And if I'm going to get some new shit, I'm going to get like a plain hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get like I'm going to just keep wearing something cheap, because I don't even want to deal with I'm already used to growing up. And when you have nice things, niggas is either hating on you or niggas is trying to kill you for your nice things. So I'm already dealing with that. But, you know, I overcome that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I already, that affected me, but it didn't even affect me as much. But when you're dealing with it every single day in the house and stuff, and it's like, let me just get a plain white tee, because I got the plain white tee on, nothing happens. Nobody's pocket watching, nobody's saying nothing crazy. And that's when you start to learn subconsciously. You start to say, okay, shit, I'm gonna just rock plain white tees. You know, I'm not gonna wear this $100 shirt anymore. I'm not going to wear this $50 shirt anymore. And don't look at this material stuff that I'm talking about like, you know, I'm putting importance on the clothes and shit. Just listen to what I'm saying, how you get programmed to stop doing something, or how you're programmed into certain negative behavior. So you go from, so it's like, yeah, you go, so now I'm doing that. And then now I'm just scared to spend money in general. I'm scared to have anything expensive. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a grown ass man. This is crazy. Like, I pay all my own bills. I even pay bills in the house. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or if I don't pay bills in the house, I still help out. And I'm a grown ass man and stuff. It's like, you still dealing with that pocket watching. And so it's just like, all right. I remember when I was going to buy my laptop, you know, I needed to, like, you know, I was a videographer. I did graphics and shit in school. So you need a certain type of computer to match up with the software and stuff. And the computer was like $1,800, and I had the money. You know, between the money that I was saving from work and between tax time, I had the money. And even afterwards, I would have still had money left over, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't even fucking matter, because that's my money. Like, who? Okay, anyway. So I'm in the store, and I couldn't make the purchase, you know what I'm saying? Because I started having like a panic attack, you know what I'm saying? Or like getting really anxious, like sweating all that. So my cousin, who also goes to the school, because I was giving, she asked me for a ride home. So like I drove back to get her, and I told her I need to buy a computer. And it's because she's, you know, in the same field, she plays games and stuff on the computer. I was like, could you help me pick one out? And then we go to pick one out. We get it, everything. I talk about with the guy. I got more than enough money, you know, we good. And I can't like check out, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I gotta think about it. And I'm sweating and shit. It's like my cousin can see that I'm anxious, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, yo, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, yo, I don't know about spending this much money. Like, what kind of trouble I'm gonna get in, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen to how crazy that sounds. I don't know what kind of trouble I'm gonna get in, you know what I'm saying? From spending my own money. We gotta keep emphasis on that. And it's not about the money, it's not about the materials. It's the emphasis on how crazy this behavior is, and how this programs you to be crazy, because you be dealing with multiple things like this, you know what I'm saying? All at once, all in one day, over and over and over. And you gotta start acknowledging it to reverse it. But before, let me finish the story. So she just calls her, and she just like, yo, you know, gives her the rundown, tells her the price, and she's like, you know, well, what is he asking me for? Like, you know, that's his money, you know what I'm saying? pretending like, I'm not a pocket watcher. It's cool. Just play pretend. That's what we do. And I make the purchase. And even after I made the purchase, I didn't drive straight home. I didn't show the computer for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I bought this computer now, because I bought this before I moved out, I don't think I let them know I had this computer until I got until I was already moving out. Then I popped up with this computer and I gave them my old one. Like, that's such a weird feeling, but it's not until recently that I started analyzing that behavior deeply, because I'm like, damn, is that why how has that changed me? You know what I'm saying? Like, how has that shift me into trying new things, ordering things, like putting my money in certain places? You know what I'm saying? How has that changed my mindset? Because it did, because I was a person living in a certain way, and I stopped because of this. So I've yet to go back to that. You know what I'm saying? I've yet to allow myself to even do certain things. Like, it'll be like, yo, you want to go on a trip? And it's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Can't spend that money. Can't do this, can't do that. And it's like, I'm still dealing with that programming of the pocket watcher. Do you understand? Like, I'm still dealing with you going on a trip? Oh, word. And I don't even live there anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not allowing myself to do certain things because of this pocket watcher. I'm still not buying clothes and stuff like that because of this pocket watcher. And this is years ago now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but me having that realization is where I start to take accountability and be like, oh, you know what? It's me. You know what I'm saying? It's me not being open to do certain things because of this programming. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it extreme, like my parents was the harshest and stuff, but I know some niggas is even worse of a situation than I was in. You know what I'm saying? Not like niggas was trying to put me on the street every 5 seconds. I'm not trying to make it seem like it was that bad, but what I'm trying to say is, you might have been in that type of situation, but I'm trying to use a mundane example to show like how you could be blocking yourself in life. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that you experience and it just shifts your whole behavior. You don't even realize what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't even realize what the fuck is going on. You don't realize why you're doing that. And you think it's you. You know what I'm saying? And then think that's your behavior. And at the same time, you also don't think that your behavior is the cause of this. You think it's the universe, the ancestors, the spirit, whatever just life is throwing at you. And it is whatever life is throwing at you. It is all of those other things as well. But they're just following your lead. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like you might be driving off the cliff and niggas is like, okay, guess the motherfucker driving off the cliff. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is just following your lead, just pushing you where you want to go based on your actions, which is based on your thoughts, based on the shit in the back of your mind. You know what I'm saying? When you start taking that accountability, start having them realizations, you start reversing that behavior. But you got to realize that you're doing it. And when you realize that you the person who put you down bad, you realize you the same person who can get you back up. But if you, either position that you're in, up or down, if you never take that accountability, then you're always going to be waiting on something else to get you where you want to be or where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you to get yourself where you need to be. And that starts with taking back your power through accountability. Alright, yeah. Hopefully that video helps. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Hopefully you use my pocket watching mundane example. If you got pocket watching parents or ever had your parents pocket watching your pockets, and even when they doing this stuff in a somewhat playful way, because it's somewhat, but then they also be serious, because it'd be like, yo, I could use the extra $70, or like, shit, maybe you don't need help with an oil change, maybe you don't need blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So you really, you know what I'm saying, you really need to go back in your mind. I'm about to make a video on that, accessing your child memories and accessing your memories for the things that you blocked out. But you really need to go back in your mind and rewatch like your life and try to go back and just see where this behavior stems from. You know what I'm saying? Because it's affecting you now, and you got to take accountability for how it's affecting you now. But that's it.